Hello everyone, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Praveen. So last class we will discuss about the introductions and basic principle of the organic chemistry. In this video I am going to explain about the topic is called as a what is meant by tetravalency, how to calculate the sigma and pi bond in an organic compound. With the help of the sigma bond, how we will calculate the hybridizations, and not only that but also IUPAC naming of alkanes. What are the rules are there that we will discuss in this video. We'll discuss. So first, tetravalency of the carbon. If you see tetravalency, so we know that tetra in the sense what? Tetra in the sense 4. So carbon will form the 4 type of the bonds. It will form the 4 bonds. So this is the one of the advantage of the carbon. Carbon will form the 4 bonds. It will form the 4 bonds. So that's why this is called as a tetravalency we are calling. If you see the structure of the methane, 1 carbon, 4 hydrogens will be there. With this 1 carbon, 4 hydrogens. So in this 2 are in the plane will be there. 2 are in the plane will be there. Another one towards the observer. This means next one is dotted lines. Dotted lines means we cannot see this one. So this is called as a methane structure we are calling. So these dotted lines is away from the observer. This is the line towards the observer will be there. Whatever it may be, these all are called as a sigma bonds we are calling. If it is forming a single bond, that is called as a sigma bond we are calling. We have seen the so many examples how to calculate the sigma and pi bond. So now you can see some of the example here I will mention. There we will see the how to calculate the sigma and pi bond we will calculate it. So for example, A and B are the two atoms. In between the A and B only one bond is present. That is called as a sigma bond we are calling. One sigma bond is between the A and B. Two bonds are present, not two sigma bonds. Out of two, one is only sigma bond, another one is called as a pi bond we are calling. Whatever it may be, any bonds are there. In between the two atoms, only one sigma bond only present. So this is called a sigma bond, this is called as a pi bond. If you see A and B, three bonds are present. One sigma, two pi bond. How many bonds are? No problem. Only one sigma is presented. So sigma, this is pi bond, this is pi bond is present. Based upon the sigma, we can easily calculate the hybridization of the molecule also we can easily calculate. In a given molecule, 4 sigma bonds is there. While counting the hybridization, calculating the hybridization, we will not take account of the pi bonds. We will take only sigma bonds only we will take. So 4 sigma, that is called sp3 hybridization. 3 sigma bonds, sp2 hybridization. 2 sigma bond, sp hybridization is there. Like this, any molecules you can easily calculate it in the given organic compound. Now you can see the few example. There we can easily calculate the sigma and pi bond we can calculate it. So CH2, C double bond, CH, C triple bond, CH. In a given molecule, calculated the how many sigma and how many pi bonds are presented. So better to write the expand structure, then we can easily understand the sigma and pi bond. So expand the structure. H double bond, carbon, double bond, carbon, H, carbon, triple bond, carbon, H. Around the carbon, 4 bonds only should be presented. Then only it is correct. So here it is, one bond is presented, sigma bond between the carbon and hydrogen, sigma bond. This is sigma, this is pi. This is sigma, this is pi. Sigma, carbon to hydrogen, sigma. Here one sigma, this is called pi bond, this is called pi bond, this is called sigma bond is presented. If single bond is there, then only it is called sigma bond. Two bonds is there, one sigma, one pi. Three bonds is there, one sigma, two pi bonds. Like this we can easily calculate the organic compound. First we have to make it as a expanded structure, then we can easily calculate it. Now calculated how many sigma, how many pi bonds. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sigma. How many pi bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pi bonds is there. Let us see another structure. Calculate the number of the sigma pi bonds and the lone pairs. Like this questions also they will ask. First of all, we have to write the expand structures. We have to write. So lone pairs in the sense the number of valence electrons that are not involved in the bonding. So C triple bond. We know that what is the valency of the nitrogen? Valence of the nitrogen 5. So out of 5, 3 are participated in the bond. So how many electrons will leave? 2 electrons will leave. 2 electrons in the sense what? 1 lone pair. So 1 lone pair in a given molecule. Sigma bonds how many? Sigma, 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 sigma. It is not a 3 sigma bond, only 1 sigma bond. It is 5, it is also pi bond. 2 pi bonds, sigma bonds how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sigma bonds are presented. So next example you can see. Calculate the hybridization of carbon in CH3Cl. Hybridization, no need to use the formulas. Draw the structures. C, hybridization. H, hydrogen. This is chlorine. Carbon to chlorine, single bond, sigma. Carbon to hydrogen, sigma bond. Carbon to hydrogen, sigma, sigma. How many sigma bond? 4 sigma bonds is there. That is called sp3. 3 sigma bonds in case present, that is called sp2. 2 sigma bonds is present, that is called as a sp hybridization. So now you can see another example. Calculate the hybridization of the each carbon in a given molecule. So first take the CO, C double bond. What is the valence of the carbon? How many bonds carbon will form? Carbon will form the 4 bonds it will form. Out of 4, 2 bonds with the oxygen. So 1 bond with the carbon, another bond also with the carbon. Again carbon, methyl, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. This one also hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen will be there. We have to calculate the hybridization. So just to give the number, this is the first carbon. 1, 2, 3. 3 sigmas are present. So this is called sp2 hybridizations. The carbon which is attached to the oxygen is sp2 hybridization. Next one you can see carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sigmas are present. This is called as a sp3 hybridization. So here also you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sigma bonds is there. That is called as a sp3 hybridization. So 4 sigma bond. So like this you can easily calculate the sigma and pi bonds will be calculated. Now you can see, of course we have learned the what is mean by sigma bond, pi bond, hybridization we have. Now you can see the naming of the alkanes. By using the International Union of Pure Applied Chemistry has given the some rules has given. We will discuss the what are the rules are there. Any given organic molecule definitely they would have a some structure will be there, basic structure that we can see the basic structure we can see. So IUPAC rules. So in the IUPAC rules you can see the prefix 2 plus in a given structure prefix 1 plus root word. We will discuss everything. Suffix 1 plus suffix 2. This is the structure. This is like this. First prefix 2 will come, later prefix 1, later root word will come, later suffix 1, later suffix 2 will come. So anything, any given organic molecule, first step is we have to calculate it, the principal chain we have to calculate it. Principal chain in the sense longest chain we have to calculate it. We will discuss everything. So now you can see what is mean by prefix 1 and 2. What is mean by, what is the information they are giving the after the, so prefix 2, prefix 2, prefix 2, prefix 2. Next one, prefix 1. In a given molecule, cyclic structure is there. Cyclo or bicyclo or spiro is presented. That time we have to use the prefix 1. We have to use the prefix 1. For example, in a given molecules, branch or any substituents are presented. Branch or substituents. Group of the atoms attached to the main chain will be there, no? In the main chain some branched chains will be there. That means, for example, this is the one chain. In the one chain again some branched chains is presented. So this type. This is called as a prefix 2 we are calling. Branching or substituted, whatever it may be. On the principal chain, through the principal chain, some chains are attached. That is called as a branched chains. So that we are included in the prefix 2 we are included. For example, in the given molecules, fluorine is presented. That we are calling it as a fluoro we are calling. For example, bromine is presented. Bromo we are calling it as a bromo. Chlorine is presented. That is we are calling it as a chloro we are calling. Iodine is presented. That is called as a iodo we are calling. For example, NO2 is presented. So that is called as a nitro we are calling. So NO is present. That is called as a nitroso. We are calling it as a nitroso. Next you can see same flow continuation. So for example, R is presented. Methyl group, some all in the sense number of the carbons. So alkyl group is called. For example, in the alkyl group you can write methyl, ethyl, anything. If only one carbon with the 3 hydrogens, methyl group is present. So this indicated that this is attached to the main chain. This bond is indicated that attached to the main chain it is attaching. So it is called as a methyl we are calling. Methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl. Just we know. Next one, for example, to the principal chain R is presented. So this is called alkoxy. Alkoxy. Maybe R will be maybe methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl. That we will know. Coming to the root word, what is meant by what is meant by it, we will learn easily. We will learn this one we will learn. So for example, in the given pH is presented. That is called as a phenyl. That means benzene is attached to the main ring. It is phenyl is presented. So this is about the prefix 2, prefix 1. These are the substituent and a branch are presented. That time we have to use the prefix 2. For example, cyclo, bicyclo, spiro is present. Prefix 1 we have to use the prefix 1 we have to use. So next one, what is meant by root word or word root? First prefix 2 will come, prefix 1 will come. Next one, root word will come or word root. Root word, what is meant by a root word? Root word is nothing but in a given carbon chain or given molecules, how many number of the carbon presented on the longest chain are principal chains. That is called as a root word. Number of the carbons presented in a given molecule, that is called as. So number of the carbons, what is the its name? If one carbon is present, that is called as a methyl. Meth we are calling meth. Later we will discuss what is methyl, what is methane, methane, methane. Everything we will discuss. So fundamentals na step by step we are learning everything. So part 1 we have to see, later part 2. Like this you can see, automatically you can understand. For example, 2 carbons are present. It is called eth. 3 carbons is pro. 4 carbons is called but. 5 pent. 6 hex. 7 hept. 8 oct. 9 non. 10 decane. 10 is more important. Decane. 10 is most important. Next one you can see, of course, after the root word, this means principal chain carbon number. How many carbon numbers are presented in the principal? Undec, dodec, 11, 12, 13 carbon is there, but is maximum 10 carbon. Okay, for our standard. So next one you can see the suffix. Just we have to learn the prefix. Root word we have learned. What is mean by suffix? Suffix 1 means what? Suffix 2 means what? Before we have learned, no, carbon to carbon, maybe single bond, maybe double bond, maybe triple bond is presented. Of course, carbon to carbon, 1 bond is there, name it varies. Carbon to carbon, 2 bonds is there, then we will call the another name. Carbon to carbon, triple bond is there, we will give the name, another name. So now you can see carbon to carbon single bond is there. Just you have to add the suffix "-n", we have to add the "n", we have to add. Carbon to carbon double bond is there. "-n", we have to add. Carbon to carbon triple bond is there. "-n", we have to add. "n", "in", "ein", we have to add. So we have learned about the suffix. That means in a given organic molecule, organic compound, is it saturated or unsaturated? What one we have learned? What is mean by saturated? It carbon, all the bonds, a single bonds is there, that is called as a saturated. Double bonds or triple bonds is there, that is called as a unsaturated. Already we have learned about the saturated and unsaturated is present. What is mean by suffix 2? Suffix 2 is talking about the functional group it is talking about. Of course, we will learn about the functional group separately in the next class. We will learn about. Just for example, OH group is presented. Generally, what we call OH group, hydroxy we are calling. But here, when it is adding the suffix, that time we have to ol, we have to add the ol, suffix 2 we have to add. For example, aldehyde is presented, that we have to all. For example, ketone is presented, that time we have to add on, we have to add. For example, acid is presented, so many will be there. Oic acid, separately we will learn. Just now we are in this video naming of the alkanes only we are learning. Just learn this one. So next one you can see, we have learned the prefix, suffix, root word, we have learned the root word. So what are the rules of the IUPAC rules? So first one, rule 1 we have to learn. Rule 1. What is the rule 1? Identify the longest chain in a given molecule. So whatever it may be, initial step what we have to see, whether the given molecule, any organic molecule is there, first we have to identify the longest chain. That means the chain which is with the longest carbon, that means more carbon containing the chain we have to identify. That is called principal chain, that is called as a long chain. Initial step we have to do. This only we have to do. So now you can see the one example. You can see. So last class we learned bond line structures. We have learned bond line structure. So here definitely I will group. So from left to right, right to left, whatever it may be, you can initial step is first we have to do the identify the longest chain having the carbon. So you can see here 1, 2, 3. Like this you can see this small chain. This is not a long chain. 1, 2. So it will become a substituents. 1, 2, 3. Substituent or branched chain. Just now we discussed what we call branched chain and substituted chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you go like this, 8 only one. For example, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like this. This is not a correct. So this is only correct. Now we can so right to left also you can see. Instead of here 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Left to right, right to left, whatever it may be, first step we have to identify, initial step we have to identify the longest chain. Now among all these, this is not a longest chain, this is like this is not a longest chain, like this is a longest chain. We have identified the longest chain we are identified. So next one is the, so I have to give the number, whether it is the left side or right side, I have to give the number. So here what will happen, which one is the correct, right side to right side or left side, which one is correct? Of course it is having the 9, it is having, whether it is coming from the from left to right, right to left, 9%. But anything one we have to choose, there will be a confusion we say. To clear that confusion, rule number 2 is there, rule 2 is there. So what is mean by rule 2? The numbering is done in such a way that branched carbons, based upon the branched carbons, should get lowest number, lowest number. Whatever the branched chains it will be there, we have learned no. Branched chain should get the lowest number we have to get. What are the branched? So what is there here? Methyl. Last class we have learned bond line structure. Methyl, here carbon, everywhere carbon will be there. Of course hydrogens also will be there. Don't think that only carbons is presented, hydrogens also is presented. So here methyl, here carbon will be there, here also carbon. From this how many carbons are there? 2 carbons are there, so this is called as the ethyl. So we have identified the branched carbon identified. What is this rule saying? The numbering is done in such a way that whatever the branched chains are present or the branched carbons are present, they should get the least number, lowest number should. So I will clear your confusion. See here, methyl group presented, if I give the number in this way, it is get the 2 methyl. Left to right if I give, it is called as a 2 methyl, it is coming left to right. Right to left if you give, it is getting the 8, it is getting. So left to right, right to left. So what is this here? It is getting the 2, it is getting. What is the ethyl is getting? Ethyl is getting the 6 here, it is getting the 6 is presented. Right side if you see, right side to left side, ethyl is getting the number 4. Methyl, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth position ethyl is presented. Fifth, 6th, 7th, 8th position. 8th position what is there here? 8th position methyl is there. Lowest sum rule, this is called lowest locate rule also we can call lowest locate rule. So here see in all these Methyl group presented on the left to right is second position. Right side, if you give the number, automatically presented on the eighth position. So that's why left to right is the correct. Whatever the branched chains is be there, they should get the least number. They should get the least number. They should get the least number. So what is the name? Correct naming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 9. So in a given organic molecule, whatever it may be, in a given organic molecule, first identify the principal chain, highest carbon chain. Second, identify any branched chains are present. The branched chain should get the least number. For example, if you see from here to here, if I come right to left, this is getting the 8 number is getting. From here to here, if I go, is getting the least numbers. 2 numbers. That's why I have choose this number like this. We have to get. Okay, is there. So here, two type of the groups or branched chains are presented. One is called as a methyl. Second one is called as a ethyl. One is called as a methyl. Second one is called as a ethyl is presented. So here how to give the names, how to give the names. So here you can see rule number 3. If two or more different alkyl groups are presented, different alkyl groups are presented, different alkyl groups are presented, the names should be done in such a way that they are alphabetical order listed. They listed in the alphabetical order. They listed in alphabetical order. So to read the chemistry, alphabetical also very very important. A, B, C, which alphabet will come first, which alphabet will come next. So here you have to identify methyl group is presented, ethyl group is presented. Methyl group is presented in where it is presented? It is presented on the second carbon. Ethyl group is presented on the sixth carbon. It is presented. So how will you give name 6 hyphen? Like this, we have to first write the locate number hyphen. Ethyl we have to write. Even though it is presented on the sixth position, we have to choose the ethyl only. We have to choose. Why? Because in alphabetical order, when compared to the M, E will come the first. That's why ethyl we have to choose. Sixth position, ethyl is presented. Just write sixth position, ethyl is presented and hyphen. Second position, if locate number and name, you give the hyphen. Methyl, we have to give the like this. Prefix we have to write now 6 ethyl 2 methyl. Whatever the branched chain is there, thus we have to write the position. We have to write the position. So now what is the total branched carbons? 9. After the prefix, what we have to say? 9 will be there. If 9 will be there, what is its name? Non. Now you can see what is the suffix 1 we have to see. So double bond is the represented. What is the suffix? This is called as a prefix we are called. What is the suffix? So whether it is a double bond or single bond. Any double bond you are saying? No double bond. Only single bond. Carbon to carbon, carbon to carbon, carbon to carbon, carbon to carbon. Only single bond is there. So this is called. Here we have to add. So 6 ethyl 2 methyl nonane. 6 methyl 2 methyl nonane is presented. That's why. So for example, just now we discussed about the different alkyl groups. For example, same alkyl groups are presented. How can you write? Everything is very very important. If the same alkyl group is presented, for example, see same alkyl group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left to right, right to left, whatever it may be similar. 2 alkyl groups are presented. So 2 methyl groups are presented. So for this, that's why rule 4R they are mentioned. If 2 are more than 2 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it may be, 2 or more similar substituent groups are present. Substituents groups are present. Substituents groups are present. The numbers are separated. Whatever the number, second position, one methyl group. Fourth position, one methyl group is there. So the numbers, that means these numbers, second number, fourth number, their position you can call the position numbers. The numbers are separated. The number position are separated. Number position are separated by commas. By comma. By comma we have to separate the comma. The names of the identical. The names of similar also you can write. The names of identical substituent. The names of identical substituents are not repeated. Are not repeated. So it is presented on the second position 2 methyl. Again it is presented on the fourth position 4 methyl. Again it is presented on the sixth position 6th position. That means individually should not write. Just you have to write. Name should not be repeated. So instead prefix you have to write. Instead prefix. Give the name prefix such as die you have to get. 2 times is present. That is called as a die for 2. It is presented 3 times. It is presented. Try 3 times. Tetra 4 times. Hexa. Sorry, tetra. Like this you have to write. Di, tri, tetra, penta 5 times, etc. You can write this one. Now you can see the one example based upon the rule number 4. The same substituent groups are presented. How can you write? How can you write? See here. Naming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it may be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it may be, you will get the similar. So here one branched chain. Here also one branched chain. Methyl groups are presented here. Okay. So on what position present? So generally what will write? 2 methyl, 4 methyl, meth with propbute pent. So pent, only single bond is there. Just I have to add the suffix n. We have to add. Okay. Like this, if you write, this is the incorrect. What they are saying? If similar, that means same identical groups are present. Same identical methyl groups, same groups, not a different groups. Same groups are presented on a chain. We should not repeat those names and numbers. Numbers you should not repeat. Second position it is presented. Fourth position again. Name should not be represented. Just take the numbers. Numbers should not be repeated. So how can you write? On the second position, comma, numbers are separated by comma. Second position, comma, fourth position, comma, 2 methyl, 4 methyl, pentane should not write. Only you have to take the position of the particular identical function group you have to take. Identical substitute you have to take. 2 second position, fourth position, what is there? Methyl is present. 2 comma 4 hyphen methyl pentane is present. But what they are mentioned, if 2 is presented, just add the di. We have to know 2 are presented. Where it is? Second position 1, fourth position 1 is there. So that's why we have to write 2 comma 4 dimethyl pentane is there. This is for the similar type of the groups are presented. Similar type of the groups is presented. So next one you can see that one, rule number 5. So rule number 5. So here also it is about the alphabetical order rule. So now you can see one example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here one group, here one group is presented. So third position 1, 2, 3, or if you come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here methyl group is presented, here ethyl group is presented. Methyl or ethyl. Which substrate or which branch will come for the first? That's why they are assigned the rule number 5SN. The lowest number is given to the one coming first in the alphabetical order. Lowest number we have to give. Lowest number we have to give that will come in the alphabetical order. This means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this also some students will write like this also. What they are saying? Any substituent is presented. First we have to identify the substituent which will come in the alphabetical first. Methyl is there, ethyl is there, pentane is there, butyl is there. Among all, which will come first? Ethyl will come first. In this case, ethyl we have to give the lowest number, or methyl we have to give the lowest number. So if you, that means left to right or right to left. Whenever if you give the left to right, right to left without branch, okay, it's okay. But here what will happen? Similar it is okay. But what happened here? Different alkyl groups presented on the main chain. In that one, first we have to identify the particular substrate which comes in the coming one first in the alphabetical order. So in the alphabetical order, when compared to the M, E will come for the first. That means E should get the least number. E should get. That means what? 1, 2, 3. Like this, you have to give the number. This is the wrong number system. Because what? In this, you come the right to left, methyl groups got the least number. Ethyl group got the highest number. Alphabetical order, whatever the alphabetical order, first letter containing the substituent is coming first. That's we have to give the least number. We have to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the correct naming of the system. Now you can write 3, 5, 1, 3 ethyl. That means third position ethyl group is presented, and 3 ethyl, 6 methyl. 6 methyl, what is this? Meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex, hept, oct. Oct. Single bonds, is there any single bonds? Only single bond. Double bonds, there is no double bonds. Triple bonds, there is no triple bond. Octane. If you write like 6 methyl, sorry, 3 methyl, 6 ethyl, octane, if you write, that is a wrong one. Why? Because alphabetical order E is coming the first. That's why ethyl should get the lowest number it should get. Now you can see, for example, just now we can see the simple branch chains we have seen. For example, if some branches are having the complex, they are having complex in the sense more than the 2. So for example, if you see, how can you name CH, CH3, CH3. This is not a main chain. This is already attached to the main chain. So it is called as a branched chain solution. So already, for example, here it is attached to some other chain. It is attached. Either it is a 6 carbon, 7 carbons, whatever it may be. This indicated that already it is attached to some other chains. Now how we will give the number? We will give 1, 2. On the first position, methyl group is presented. On the first position, methyl group is presented. So that's why we have to write. On the branch chain also we have to write 1 methyl, same like that only. Methyl again ethyl. For example, it is attached to the 5 carbon. 1 methyl ethyl pentane. If it attached to the 6 carbon, 1 methyl ethyl hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, like that only you have to write. This is a very complex branched chain. In the branched chain again some other branches is there. That's why it is called as a complicated chains we are calling. For example, this chain is presented. This is only the branched chain. This is only the one branched chain. Again this is having other branches. This is one branch. For example, it attached to the 6 carbon chain. Again it is branched. It is attached to the 6 carbon chain. Again it is branched. So what will happen? 1 2. On the position, what will happen? 2 methyl group is presented. So what? How can you write? 1 comma 1 dimethyl. Dimethyl. 2 groups is there, no? On the first position only 1 methyl group. On the first position only 1 methyl group is there. This is the main chain, main branched chain again. So 1 comma 1 dimethyl ethyl. 1 2. 2 is there, no? Ethyl. Complex chain, we have to write the structures. So next one, you can see the another example. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the main chain, branched chain, not branched chain, principal chain is presented here. Again in the principal chain, I will give the number 1, 2, 3. So after the locate should get the lowest number. No. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Locate should substitution should get the lowest number. So that's why, of course, left to right, right to left, or maybe is similar. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you come like this also, fifth position it will get. It is not a problem. So here what will happen? On the fifth position, one carbon is presented. On the fifth position, one carbon. This is the second carbon. This is the third. On the fifth position, one branch is there. On the fifth position, how many carbons are attached? 3 carbons are directly attached. 3 carbons are attached to on the fifth position. Again in the fifth position containing the 3 carbons, on the second carbon, 2 methyl groups are presented. So 2 methyl. So this is 1, 2, 3. It is the branch. Again it is branching in the branch. So here, how can you name it as? What position it is presented? On the fifth position, first we have to write the branched position. If it is not there, what will happen? 5, for example, only one single methyl. 5 methyl, eth, meth, prop, but, pent, hex, hept, oct, nonane. Nonane you can write. But here what will happen? 5 methyl, nonane. So generally you can write nonane, we can write. But here in this bracket, whatever the substituted branched chain is there, complex chain is there, we have to write it here. So on the second position, 2 comma 2, 2 is there. 2 comma 2 dimethyl propyl. It is also branched chain. You should not write like propane, you should not write, because it is also branched. Anything branched is there, YL will come. 2 comma 2, second position, 2 methyls is present. 2 comma 2 dimethyl. What is the main chain? Propyl. A branched chain, sub-branched chain. Non-N, you have to write like this. So see the next example. You can see the another example. CH3, CH3, ET. What is its name? Already 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 comma 3 di. How can you write? 2 comma 3 diethyl with butane. You will think that it is the correct one, but it is the wrong. What is there? First, what is our rule? First, we have to identify the chain with the highest number of the carbons. We have to identify. But what is there here? Ethyl group is there. Ethyl group is in the sense we have to expand the structures. So now you can see CH2, CH3. Here it is CH2. Here it is CH3. See. Structures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this order. So given number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. Before it is 4 carbons only it is present. On the third position, one methyl group is there. On the fourth position, one methyl group is there. Third carbon is attached to one methyl group. This methyl group attached to the fourth carbon. Now you can write, how can you write? 3, 4, third position, fourth position, 2 methyls are present. That's why dimethyl. What is the root word? Meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex. Hex. Single bond is there. That's why you can write as a hexane. We are writing. Just we are writing it as a hexane. We are writing. So now you can write. You can see the another example. So like this you have to write one. So next one you can see hybridization. Just now we discussed about the hybridization now. So given some example you can see, calculated the sigma and pi bonds in the benzene. Calculated the sigma and pi bonds in the benzene. So if you see by eyes, there is no hydrogens are presented. We have to count the every bond we have to count. If you see what we will think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 sigma bonds, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5 bonds is presented. It is completely done. Sometimes we have to see with the hearts also, not with the eyes. That means what I said initially, every time we have to expand the structure. Carbon is presented 1, 2, 3, one bond with the hydrogen. Carbon is presented 1, 2, 3, one bond with the hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, one bond with the hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, one bond with the hydrogen. Carbon 1, 2, 3, one bond with the hydrogen. Tetravalency, na, just now we have written. Now we can calculate the sigma bond. Sigma, 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 6 hydrogen, sigma, sigma, sigma. Here also sigma, 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 sigma. It is a 5 bonds. It is a 5 bonds. It is a 5 bond. So finally, how many sigmas, how many pi bonds? 6 sigmas with hydrogen, 6 sigmas with carbon, sorry, 3 pi bonds with the 3 pi bonds are present. Totally 12 sigmas, 3 pi bonds are present. If someone asked you to, what about the ratio of sigma and pi bond? Sigma and pi bond is equal 12 by 3 is equal 4 by 1. This is the ratio. Hydrogen bond also we have to calculate it. So next example you can see the number of, so calculated the sigma hybridization. N triple bond C, carbon, carbon triple bond N, carbon triple bond N, carbon triple bond N. So you can see how many sigma bonds, how hybridization. So you can see 1, 1, 2. 2 sigma bonds is there. Only 2 sigma bonds is there. This carbon. You can see 2 sigmas. Only 2 sigmas is there. So that's why it is called as a sp2 hybridization. Here what we are having? Here also sp2 hybridization. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sigmas is there. So it is called as sp3 hybridization. So here what will happen? 1, 2. 2 sigmas are presented. So 2 sigmas is here, 2 sigmas in the sense sp, sorry, sp hybridization. Here it is also 1, 2. 2 sigmas are presented. 1, 2. 2 sigmas is presented in the sense sp hybrid. Here you can see how many sigmas are presented. 1 sigma, here only 1 sigma. So it is sp hybridization. So like this you can calculate the hybridizations, sigma bond, pi bond, IUPAC. So this is up to this video. So next video we'll discuss about the functional groups and naming of alkene, alkane, different functional groups attached, how will you name, we will discuss. So thank you for watching. So see the part 1 and you can understand later, watch the part 2. So thank you for watching.